you know, I know there's a difference. There is a difference. And I believe there's a difference between a 16, 17-year-old girl and a 19, 20-year-old girl. But it ain't that big of a difference. It ain't. And if R. Kelly is in prison for dealing with 15, 16-year-old girls, you know, because in some countries, you know, that's you know, 16 is, you're okay. You know what I mean? And like, you know, the age gap was a lot tighter and lower with R. Kelly. R. Kelly was in like, you know, late 30s at this time when he was dealing with those girls. You know what I'm saying? Late 20s, mid 30s when he was in his prime as far as musically and all of that stuff. And, you know, and those girls was whatever, you know, 15, 16, allegedly. Well, I guess now it's not even allegedly. He's in prison.
He's in prison.
And then now you have, you know, Shannon. There's a larger gap. Do with that what you want. Again, I don't give a damn. It's legal, so he can do whatever. Have a whole stable of 19-year-olds. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, man. That's you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Now,
well, if you're looking at it from like kind of like sexual power dynamics and things of that nature, like 18 at the end of the day is kind of like an arbitrary number.
Yeah.
I mean, it could be 16, it could be 20. Like it's kind of arbitrary. 18 kind of lines up with a few things societally. Basically, at about 18, most people are graduating like high school. So now, theoretically, if you're not on a college path, you're on an adult path into work life. And 18 corresponds to like your right to vote and some things like that. And so, I mean, there's a certain arbitrary element to 18. So like your point being is like by law, if you're 18 or above, it's legal to have sexual relations, but that's kind of like an arbitrary designation. And if you're looking at it from like an age gap perspective and a maturity differential, it could be, you know, literally almost as bad.